Hello everyone and welcome to our Java tutorial series. And by the way, this is Cpirot X, your instructor. And this tutorial assumes that you already installed Apache NetBeans in your computer, as well as JDK, which is the software we need in order for us to build the source code written in Java and for us to see the output, the execution of our source code. If in any case you haven't installed the softwares, you just need to download them. Go over to netbeans.apache.org in order for you to download the NetBeans, and also you just need to visit oracle.com and then download the JDK. It doesn't matter if your JDK is 21 or 17. It doesn't matter really, but as for me, I have installed JDK 17, so you can just download which one is your preferred one. Right, so let's just jump right straight to learning the language of Java, and by opening our NetBeans, since it's already opened in my case, so let's just have to start creating our own project. So before that one, I want my projects to be organized. That's why I have to create my own folder in the documents folder. So let me create one because I just want things to be arranged in myself. So let me have it here, my Java projects, and this is going to be the location where I'm going to save my Java projects. So let me click this. Right, and by the way, the first time you see this, you're going to see different build tools, obviously. So it doesn't matter which build tools you're going to use. Either you will go with Maven or Gradle with Ant, but as for this tutorial, we will just go along with Ant because this has been my build tools. I created my projects using with Ant, so I'll just stick to this. So feel free to try other build tools though, at your own risk, of course. Alright, so let's click next. And as for the project name, let's just give it my first Java project. There you go. And by the way, take note in regards to giving identifiers for project name, there should be no white spaces, by the way. And you can just follow what I wrote here. I wrote my project name in Upper Pascal, but you can write anything, by the way. Feel free to write anything. The most important thing is that there should be no white spaces in between words. Alright, and for the project location, you can just click this browse button here in order for you to change the default location of your Java project. As for myself, I want it to be saved inside the folder I just created, which is my Java project. So I just need to click open here, and then I think I am good to go. Just click finish. Alright, and we just need to wait actually, because the first time you create it, it usually takes some time for a while, like a few seconds, I believe. Alright, there you have it. Alright, so what you're seeing in the screen right now is the entire window for Apache NetBeans, and it opened by default the .java file for my project. So you can browse the hierarchy of your entire project here on the left side of your of the screen of the IDE, and you can collapse these and this sources package, and then you will see another package here which has the same name with your project title, I mean. So by default, Java is going to create a default package for your first .java file. Alright, so what you're seeing in the screen right now are different things. There are two different things. So the first one I would like to tell you is these things here. These are what we call multi-line comments. You know they are multi-line comments because they are being opened by a forward slash and an asterisk, as well as asterisk and forward slash. So everything that comes in between, they are not going to be considered by the compiler as part of the entire source code. In short, we're just using multi-line comments to give some information in regards to our code. And this is by default. It indicates that this entire source code lives in this package. If you can notice it in the left side of the pane, it has the same identifier or name with the package that contains this, my first Java project.java. Alright, and then another part here, another comment, multi-line comment that indicates the author, which is me, yours truly. Alright, and by default, since this is your first .java file, by default it comes with a definition of your class already, wherein it is started with the keyword public class. These keywords are what we call reserved keywords, because these are the keywords that are already present in the Java language JDK. It's part of the syntax already, so they are reserved keywords, and you are not to create any variables using these names because they are already reserved names and they have their own functionalities already comes with it, comes with our JDK. And this, my first Java project, is the identifier that I just gave a while ago when I created my first project. So just like any other programming language, the source code is being opened with a curly brace, and also take note, it is always being closed. It has a pair, by the way. So if there's an open and there is a closed one, so it is closed with a closing curly brace. So everything comes in between is part of the definition, the class definition of this my first Java project. Alright, and since this is the main class, it comes with the main method as well. So this is the main method, and here's the parameters, string, arguments, and also declared as public static void. Alright, and the same, since it is a method, it is opened with curly brace and then closed with curly brace. So in short, all of our source code along in this tutorial will be written inside our main method. So here is our main method, so you just have to be careful. And by the way, this is a default, and you don't really have to create another main method because it's not needed. Actually, we already have the main one, right? And this main method is the starting point of our Java project. Alright, so by the way, in addition to comments, so this is an example of multi-line comments, and if I want to, I can write another multi-line comment on my own. And what you're seeing in the line 17 is what we call a single line comment. So just like the multi-line comment, this is not going to be read as part of the syntax of the language. You can write anything here if you want to, like the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, or even lyrics of the song like hey Jude, don't make it bad, something like that. Right, so comments once again are important part in writing codes because they can explain, or they are usually used to explain specific parts or purpose of a code in the entire source code for the entire program. Alright, in order for us to start running and for checking if our computer is good to go, in which I mean we can display any outputs, everything can be built using the Java language, then we need to give it a try. So by the way, by default it doesn't come with a statement that displays output, so we need to write it manually. So let's type system.out.println. Alright, and end our statement with semicolon and put the string in between the parentheses, and then type in between words hello world. Alright, so by the way, you have to take note, we will going to use this statement very often along in this tutorial because it displays the output data. Whatever data we put inside this print line method, it is going to be displayed as output in the console. Alright, so for us to check if everything is good, our JDK is good, our IDE is good, then we are to test it by pressing this one, clean build, and after building we can click run project. Alright, so let's build our source code. So by the way, once you click clean and build, that means your source code will be converted into bytecode, which is another code that is intended for Java only, and that code is going to be loaded to the JVM, and that's where our source code is being run by our machine. Alright, so let's press play button. Alright, so since we got this hello world, then everything looks good, and that means we are ready to talk the other topics in regards to the Java language, programming with Java language. So as for this video, let's just end it here, and I guess see you in the next video for another lesson. Have a nice day. Enjoy. Bye bye.